And I've just gotten word that both founders of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, at the same time are stepping down as CEO and president. Huh. Wonder if there's anything interesting news-wise going to be coming out over the coming months that implicate those two guys. You want to talk about real election meddling? Look at Google and its parent company, Alphabet, which controls Google, YouTube, everything they own. Both of them stepping down at the same time. The company's still young. It's only been about 20 years. You got a young company. Keep going, son. You're just getting going. Why step down now? That's crazy. And matter of fact, why both of you? Again, I think in the coming, I'm not going to say weeks, but probably months. Again, just guessing, not sure. We may find out why. Larry Page and Sergey Brin. How about we go to QAnon? Larry. Sergey. September the 2nd, 2018. CNBC article, all the Facebook executives who announced departure so far in 2018. Quote, at least 7 senior Facebook executives have announced their departures this year. Q says, nothing to see here. Quotes, DARPA, in brackets actually, DARPA. And he makes a post again, same time. Sergey Brin, Google founder born in Moscow, was married to Anne Wojcicki, 23andMe founder, was brother-in-law to Susan, again, CEO of YouTube, DARPA, he says. And then he links and repeats that and puts another link in there. Google's true origin partly lies in CIA and NSA research grants for massive surveillance or mass surveillance. Read between the lines, says Q, after quoting what I just read you about Sergey Brin, his wife, 23andMe, the sister, YouTube. They know they're in trouble. And if you don't know that, go look at the YouTube, Susan's video recently with 60 Minutes. About content, how we're trying to fight hate speech and bad content. And just look at her facial expressions. This lady knows she's in trouble. I'm extremely uncomfortable talking right now, but I've got to come out here and say these things. Very interesting. So I just searched for the last name Sergey. See what came up, and that's what came up. There's 2 of 4. What else do we got? So this was March 27, 2018. Why did Kim Jong-un, travel to China? Why was travel impossible in the past? What changed? What constitutes the need for a face-to-face meeting versus, say, a so-called secured call? What U.S. publicly traded company previously entered North Korea to establish communications? Think logically. Why did Google visit North Korea? Why would the former chairman and CEO himself of Google/Alphabet personally attend? Who is Sergey Brin? Where was Sergey born? Russia. Track the family. It's important. Think Cold War. Think KGB, which would be like the CIA of the U.S., but that's KBG is for the Kremlin, Russia. So think, track the family. He's saying track Sergey Brin's family. Think Cold War, think KGB, U.S., China, North Korea, the 3. Facebook data dump, ? Who made that public? Who sold shares 30 days from the announcement? You can't imagine the magnitude of this. Constitutional crisis. Twitter coming soon. Google coming soon. Amazon coming soon, Microsoft coming soon, and then plus 12. So maybe plus 12 others. This is back in March 27, 2018. Current censorship all relates to push for power midterm elections. It's their last stand. Election fraud cases are open. DOJ, and there's many of them, he says. Follow the family. Follow resignations, business and government. Again, I read you the other thing from the other thing I found, which was later. And it said 12 executives, whatever, Facebook are stepping down. Oh. So this is an older post. Therefore, he got it right. Follow resignations, business and government. Biden/China, very important marker. What's important? Because we've just heard about Ukraine, the last few months, 2 or 3 months. Except once the Ukraine thing opened up, all of a sudden a Chinese thing came up with that too. Where his son or whatever, they're also on the board of this Chinese thing. So here it is in 2018 saying Biden/China is a very, all capital letters, is a very important marker. Well, I think we're there now, aren't we? I mean, maybe the China thing, not too much. Biden, China. Factcheck.org. Claim. Accused Hunter Biden of making millions of dollars in payoff from China after accompanying his father in 2020. Claimed by Donald Trump. Fact check by factcheck.org says no evidence. However, New York Times, what we know about Hunter Biden's business in China, October the 3rd, 2019. What we know about Hunter Biden's business in China. President Trump's latest broadside against former whatever. But the president's claims bear little, if any, relation to the known facts. Without presenting any evidence, President Trump suggested on Thursday that China showered $1.5 billion on Hunter Biden in order to influence his father and win favorable trade deals. I will say this with absolute certainty. There has been nothing that our President Trump has said that did not later come true if it wasn't already true when he said it. Like, because we didn't have the proof when he said it. He knows. So he'll say it and then say, look, I told you so. Happens every time. This is a post from March 27, 2018. Year and a half ago or more. Follow the family. Sergey Brin. This guy's stepping down from Google right now. And his partner, Larry Page. And Q's telling you, right in this post, the one I just said, March 27th, 2018. Current censorship all relates to the push for power midterms. Last stand, which we saw it happen. All those channels got shut down right before midterms. YouTube, I got strikes, everything. Election fraud, cases open, Department of Justice, and there are many. Follow the family, follow resignations, business and government. Biden, all capital letters again. This particular part is all capital. Biden, China, very important marker. My friends, as of October, we've hit this marker. Who made it public? Who really made it public? Who is making it all public? We are the gatekeepers of all. By all, we mean all information. Uranium 1, Canada, EU, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Pakistan, Iran next. Iran next, huh? It's funny that Iran is going to kill thousands of protesters recently as in the last few days. And the U.S. is making a big stink about we can't allow those people to just die. $700 billion military this year. Why is the military so important? Reread all. National security, national security. These people are stupid. Art of the deal. Tidal wave incoming. Buckle up. National security. The military. Again, this is a military-run operation. We are the gatekeepers of all. By all, we mean all information. They have it all. The military does. So Mrs. Lisa Page and Peter Stroke, we didn't text anything. There was no insurance policy. No one said anything. Let me tell you something. If that exists, if there was actual talk about taking the president out as an insurance policy, Q is saying we have it all. We have it and they don't even know it. They think they're safe. They think they scrub stuff. They think they got away with it. Just wait till you see what we release. That's what they're saying, in my opinion. So again, that guy Sergey is brought up. That's the last. It's only found on the Q stuff 4 times. Who is Sergey Brin? Where is he born? Track the family. It's important. So I think I'd like to do that. Sergey Brin wiki. Maybe it'll be there. Born Sergey Mikhailovich Brin, August 21st, 1973. He's only 46 years old. Where? Moscow, Russia, Soviet Union. Current residence, Los Altos, California. Citizen, United States since 1979. Soviet Union, 1973 to 1979. Okay. Spouses, and again, Wachiki, however you say her name, from 2007 to 2015. And then Nicole Shanahan, I guess, from married from 2018. However, why isn't the mother and father? A lot of times when you look up somebody on Wikipedia, they'll tell you the mother, father. So let's see. It's possible. The Brin family. Brin was born, I'm just going to scroll through this. Oh, here we go. In Moscow in the Soviet Union to Russian Jewish parents. Russian Jewish parents. Eugenia and Mikhail Brin, both graduates of Moscow State University. His father is a mathematics professor at the University of Maryland. And his mother a researcher at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. The Brin family lived in a 3-room apartment in central Moscow, which they also shared with Sergey's paternal grandmother. 1977, after his father returned from a mathematics conference in Warsaw, Poland, Mikhail Brin announced that it was time for the family to emigrate. They formally applied for their exit visa in September of 1978, and as a result, his father was promptly fired. For related reasons, his mother had to leave her job. For the next 8 months, without any steady income, they were forced to take on temporary jobs as they waited, afraid their request would be denied, as it was for many refuseniks. In May of 1979, for some odd reason, they were granted their official exit visas and were allowed to leave the country. The Brin family lived in Vienna and Paris, while Mikhail Brin secured a teaching position at the University of Maryland with help from Anatol Katok, which I think we'll look up that person in a minute. During this time, the Brin family received support and assistance from the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society. They arrived in the U.S. October 25th, 1979. Brin attended elementary school, Maryland, but he received further education at home. His father, a professor, Maryland, encouraged him to learn mathematics, and his family helped him retain his Russian language skills. He attended Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Maryland. September 1990, he enrolled at the University of Maryland, where he received his Bachelor of Science from the Department of Computer Science in 1993, with honors in computer science and mathematics at the age of 19. Brin began his graduate study in computer science at Stanford on a graduate fellowship from the National Science Foundation. In 1993, he interned at Wolfram Research, the developers of Mathematica. As of 2008, he was on leave from his PhD studies at Stanford. Search engine development. During an orientation for new students at Stanford, he met a guy by the name of Larry Page. They seemed to disagree on most subjects, but after spending time together, they became intellectual soulmates and close friends. Brin's focus was on developing data mining systems, while Page's was in extending the concept of inferring the importance of a research paper from its citations in other papers. Together, the pair authored a paper titled The Anatomy of Large-Scale hypertextual web search engine. Anyways, I kind of want to find a little more on the family. Because Q says, follow the family. So who is this Anatol Katok? Russian. Born 1944, I guess died April 30th, 2018. Was an American mathematician with Russian Jewish origins. Just like the Brin family with Russian Jewish origins, okay? Katok was the director of the Center for Dynamics and Geometry at the Pennsylvania State University. His field of research was the theory of dynamical systems. He graduated from Moscow State University, from which he received his master's in 1965 and PhD in 1968, with a thesis on applications of the method of approximation of dynamical systems by periodic transformations to ergodic theory under Yakov Sinai. In 1978, he emigrated to the U.S. He was married to the mathematician Svetlana Katok, who also works on dynamical systems and has been involved with Anatol Katok in the MASS or MASS program for undergraduate students at Penn State. I'm not seeing anything, again, I'm looking at Wiki, but if Q says follow the family, think KGB, spies and stuff, is it possible that Google, from the very beginning, was the Russians inserting their spies within our system and then using that system now through YouTube, Google, etc., the whole thing, against us Americans who are trying to tell the truth about stuff? And again, there's been deals with Russia and Hillary Clinton back and forth constantly. The Clinton Foundation, the global initiative she had, the Clinton Global Initiative. So if you could come into a country as an outsider, basically an opponent, and control everything people hear, see, shut people up, silence people, again, well, he's an American citizen. No, barely. Or is it undercover American citizen? Because if you get someone to create stuff that's not really an American, they don't have the love for the country, when they're programming boss, isn't that against the Constitution? No. Someone that's an outsider? I'll code anything you want me to code. Why do you think they want all these Indians and all these people coming over here from India, to come in and get a scholarship, come over and work for the big tech companies? Those people will write anything. They have no concept whatsoever. Rules, laws, Constitution. I'm not an American. What do you need me to write? Yeah, no problem. You got a couple guys that create a search engine. That's now one of the most richest companies on the face of the earth, and both of them are stepping down at the same time. And QAnon has mentioned both of their names. Watch these guys, watch their families. Think KGB, spies, national security. Again, you don't suppose they're telling themselves, oh crap, these guys can't, send me back to Russia, send me back to Russia. No. You guys are U.S. citizens. You have no Russian citizenship anymore. You're U.S. citizens. So if you're found guilty of treason or spying for the enemy, again, I think that's under treason. Someone's going to be in trouble. So that was Brin. How about Larry? Nope. There's one Larry Weiss. December 22nd, 2017. Resignations from September to December in chronological order. A lot of big people they were posting. What else do we have? Larry Kudlow. Nope. So I don't see any Larry Page. Nope. So anyways, just interesting, man. I'm telling you, I'm a big time Q believer. Take care.